So welcome to the New Worker TV episode 3. And today we're going to discuss about a hot topic on emotional intelligence. And the question that we have is, are we differentiating ourselves from computers and robots via emotional intelligence? And before we just share our thoughts and what we observe, we will just, let you know that there is research out there that says from the website clomedia.com, Chief Learning Officer magazine. It says, according to a new report published in the International Journal of Computational Vision and Robotics, a team of researchers has created a system that can read emotions as expressed through facial recognition with nearly 99% accuracy. So, it's kind of already here, and I was already trying an app this morning on facial recognition, where you just look at the camera and you can see what are your emotions through this app. If you have anger, if you have fear, if you are joyful, if you are disgust. So just because it's based on a technology called AI, artificial intelligence, and on also other analytics, I guess. But it's already here. What are your thoughts, Arnold, on that topic?
Yeah, well, we tend to say, and I think the majority of people are saying that we human beings are really differentiating ourselves because we can express our emotion, because we can sense other people's emotion, because we can relate to other people. Yeah, we can be compassionate and empathic and all these things. And that is why a lot of people think that they're still having, kind of things, a priority over robots and computers and tools. But what we see now is that emotional intelligence is being built into these robots and computers and tools. Yeah, they call it affective computing or artificial emotional intelligence. And there are institutes working on these things. And again, it's not something for 10, 20, 30 years. Things are available now, as you just shared about one of the tools. I listened recently to a panel discussion, I think it was in New York or somewhere, and the title was about the future of therapy. And all four people, they agreed that these tools, these artificial emotional intelligence tools, would be much better, doing a much better job in therapy than human beings. And the reason is that it's easier to share your problems, your issues with a machine, which is very neutral and doesn't care about things, rather than a human being, even if that human being is a trained psychiatrist. Still, it is hard to share some pain or some kind of habits which you have, which are not very common. It's much easier to share those things with that machine, and even if that machine is much better capable, like you just shared, of reading your emotions than other human beings are, because we have our own interpretations, we have our own patterns. So I might say something and I'm like, oh, you're angry, but you're not angry, that's what I think. But if a machine is really neutral, it does a much better job. And all these guys were total specialists and psychiatrists themselves. They all agreed that no, we can see that the machine will do a much better job in that aspect. So I think that people make a huge mistake if they think that the emotional side is something which human beings can still do much better than machines. And in that way, we will always be ahead of machines. I think that is a major mistake which you make, and you can already see the advances in science and everywhere where the opposite is being proven. So we really have to, we cannot trust on that area and think, well, that is just easy, because it's just not.
Simple as that. Well, and even people are talking a lot about artificial intelligence, but now there is the E part before that, emotional artificial intelligence. Because of what you just said, it's already there. People start building the tools or the platform for that, and then how are you going to use those tools? For addressing the life skills gap, or we say, or just the skills gap, but for anything else, because if you base just on artificial intelligence for some areas, well, that can be useful, but for other areas, you might miss those needs on what are the empathy of people or anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's really proving again that as human beings, and as young workers or workers of any age, we need to continue to learn. We need to continue to learn skills, emotional qualities, life skills, professional skills, whatever. We really, really have to keep on growing and learning. And if we're not doing that, then there is no doubt that the machine will do your job much better and much cheaper in any sort of form. So I would really encourage our viewers to have a look at, well, just keep on learning and look at the things you want to learn and grow or whatever, because that is the way you can differentiate. It's not like assuming you do nothing and say it's my emotions which will do the trick. No, it just won't. So you have to grow in other areas, and we encourage you to do that.
Yeah, and just try this, what we say, the emotional artificial intelligence tools, whatever you want. Because in that way you will know about that, not just heard about that from us or others or read about that, Because you're already here, So we will share in the comment of the description of YouTube, this YouTube video, the links, and then you can have access to that too, So that was it for this episode, and we'll be back next Friday on another topic. Have a great day all.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.